One complaint that came from the derecho was a sense by many Iowans that there should have been a longer warning before the storm hit. Tonight, Weather First meteorologist Rebecca Kopelman examines what was happening and how it's resulting in a better system for derechos in the future.
While the Iowa Derecho was going on, the National Weather Service was finalizing a project that would have given additional warning for the dangerous storm.
Weather doesn't wait for you. It does what it does. And, it's unfortunate that you have to sit back and watch it and just hope for a better paradigm in the future.
That project, adding high-end severe thunderstorms to text alerts on the wireless emergency alert system.
If you're in that warning from now on, you'll get that notice even if you're 45 minutes ahead of the storm.
To understand how that will help, we need to go back to August 10th, 2020. That morning, the forecast changed quickly, and unfortunately, it's difficult to give days or even hours of advance warnings for derechos.
When there are thunderstorms going on in the overnight hours, what's going to happen to them during the daytime? Because they can fizzle entirely, or they can hold together, or they could become a big severe weather event.
Once it became clear the storms were holding together, the Storm Prediction Center put out a high-end severe thunderstorm watch for much of eastern Iowa at 11:25 in the morning.
A PDS watch, the particularly dangerous situation for severe thunderstorms, is exceedingly rare.
Shortly after, the National Weather Service issued a severe thunderstorm warning for much of southeastern Iowa, including Cedar Rapids, indicating the potential for winds of 80 to 90 miles per hour.
Long warnings, the maximum an hour long, and the warning polygons covered a large area. And then we followed up with additional warnings as the winds continued that had a lot of overlap.
And those warnings gave about 40 minutes of advance notice, but many people didn't get the warning. Some heard sirens.
Started hearing sirens in the distance.
But many were missing the context of just how bad the incoming storm was.
And I knew there was some storms coming, but nothing like we got.
Because unlike when there's a tornado or a flash flood,
that severe thunderstorm warning was not going to show up on your phone automatically unless you had some type of app set up or text alert.
That will change this spring for anyone with a smart device.
Wireless emergency alerts will be sent for a very top criteria of severe thunderstorm warning. And that's either 80 mile an hour or greater, or baseball hail size or greater, or both.
And this will come with impact-based messaging.
You'll say a destructive windstorm with 80, 90, whatever winds. If it's hail, if you got a big hailstorm, they'll say a destructive hailstorm with baseball size hail or greater, whatever it is.
The advance warning through getting a text message wouldn't have changed the outcome of that day. It wouldn't take back the destruction. But it perhaps could have given more people an understanding that something very destructive, something very out of the ordinary was on the way.
And hopefully your folks understand that we're really trying to do a service to them. And the timing was unfortunate, but we'll be ready for the next one.
Weather First meteorologist Rebecca Kopelman, Iowa's News Now.
And Iowa's News Now has learned today that the cell phone alerts will start around April 28th. The National Weather Service, though, recommends using multiple sources for warnings, including weather radios and apps, such as our free weather app, Iowa's News Now WX.